As we conclude the second week of Advent, this week that we offer one another a deep peace, that we search out and we attempt to hold a peace deep within us, believing that when we offer peace to one another, we literally are offering a transformative peace that will bring heaven right here to earth. And so this week, I hope that you have found moments to sit beside a Christmas tree and to allow the evergreen, the brilliance of it to enliven your soul. Whatever decorations are on it, whether it be as simple as paper chains and popcorn, know that hands have made those decorations, and we decorate these trees to offer us a joy this season. And as I have the privilege to sit in our space where I remember the hands that made this barn door and affixed this stable to the back wall, and this manger behind me, I'm reminded that this season our theme is to house the holy. And as Deb said to me in the card today, what does it mean to be invited to be an innkeeper? And so I hope this season, as we imagine a renewed story of the innkeeper, whoever that may be, that you understand your own self to be that person that opens their hearts, opens their beings, maybe even opens their very homes to the unexpected. And may you watch and see what transpires there. This week, I want to offer you two different clips. One of those is of Cliff. This past Sunday, Cliff invited us to think differently about Christmas presents. So I'm going to invite you now to watch what he offered to us in Worship Sunday.
There are two things that I really hate to do. One is public speaking, and the other is asking for money. But I wouldn't do this, but Sarah Hogan and Curly Stubb made me do it. But to buy this building, our monthly payment is $1,835. We started a free of the debt project last summer. We owed $178,000. Every time we made a monthly payment, we paid $673 in interest to the mortgage company. Well, we have been able to raise $93,000 in donation and pledges. Now it's time for y'all to pat yourself on the back. Now instead of paying $673 in interest per month, we're paying $318 a month in interest. So if you can help in any form or fashion to pay this debt off, we will have $835 per month to put towards projects the congregation would like to support. We are going to pay the debt off. We can pay it now, or we can add interest money to it and pay more later. We have received an anonymous pledge of $5,000. If the church can match that by December the 31st, that means another $10,000, which will put us well over $100,000 raised this year. I want to confess that I am a terrible Christmas present shopper. My presents get a response like, "What is this?" They end up on a shelf. They end up in Goodwill. They're just generally forgotten. So this year, I'm going to give a gift to the church in honor of Kathy, my wife. There's an advantage to this because I won't have to go worry about the supply chain. I'm not going to worry about Christmas shopping, traffic, or wrapping the present. So, I think this is a great alternative if you are as lazy as I am.
And then secondly, I'm going to offer a brief clip. I talked with Craig and Teri at the beginning of this week about their vision for this new ministry, which is called Minding the Gap. And I'm adding on to that through labors of love, knowing that those labors may not always be specific manual labor, but they are how we connect to one another. And really a theme of community, collaboration, interdependence. If you've been reading Braiding Sweetgrass, it's reciprocity. So how do we often understand ourselves in relationship with all living things? And so here's a brief clip from my conversation with Teri and Craig.
To make available some services to us in the church and to the community beyond that aren't addressed by any programs or programs that other churches or social service agencies render.
This concept of working together, and the working together is for me the tool that brings us together. I think with this pandemic, it's just obvious that we're disconnected from one another. And so I see this as a possibility to, one, accomplish a project, but maybe even more important to me, to bring us together and connect again. And connect us within the church, but also connect us with our larger community.
So I invite you if you missed worship on Sunday, know that the YouTube video will be up very soon, tonight or tomorrow. I invite you to watch the entire worship service and the entire bit that Cliff offered to us. Then also in this email, I invite you to watch the full conversation that I had with Teri and Craig, and to really get a sense for what it means to really connect with one another through our ministries of our hands, our bodies, knowing that when we come together in community to be with one another, to fill those gaps of need or connectivity, that truly we are living into our mission statement. Last but certainly not least, this month of December, we will conclude our mission this year every quarter. Our goal was to receive donations of diapers to help our young families. And so know that this month, the box is out in the foyer, so you are welcome and encouraged to bring those diapers so that we can help buffer and add to the coffers of the Children's Council so that there will be plenty of diapers to hand out this Christmas season. Until next week, I bid you adieu, and may the peace of Christ dwell within you.